this is the last part of our alphanumeric database tutorial. Maybe at the future we can add new parts because there are a lot of possibilities with Postgres, a lot of things to do with the software. But our intention for this tutorial, it was just establish the fundamentals of the alphanumeric database using Postgres. Also, at the near future, we are going to create a spatial database, and we are going to connect that database with QuantumGIS. However, as I said at the intro of the first part, it is essential to understand first the alphanumeric database. In this part 4, we are going to finish the entity relationship diagram. We are going to see how we can link all the tables, looking for specific information inside our tables. And also we are going to introduce some interesting queries.
Important note. In this tutorial, the database has been created with no real information. Fields like client name, phone numbers, project manager names, soil analysis, project numbers, concentration of chloride, benzene, etc. were chosen totally randomly or were invented. The only real thing is the legal land description. However, the areas were also taken randomly. The purpose of this tutorial is just education.
If you want to reproduce this database, feel free to email me nuska2003@gmail.com and I will deliver the data and queries by email.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is the last part of the tutorial related with alphanumeric database. At the first part of this tutorial, we was working with the entities client, site and soil, and we saw what is the cardinality between these tables and also how we can connect the tables through the primary key and the foreign key. And also we create some queries to answer several questions. In this last part, we are going to work with phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and manager. All these 4 entities. We are going to see what is the relation between these entities, and we are going to still creating questions and answer that questions with queries. Okay, let's go to do it. Here I have the entity relationship diagram, and we are going to see now what is the cardinality between site and phase 1. Then, as we did at the other entities, we are going to make a question. Then, how many phase 1 can have a site? One specific site can have a lot of many phase 1. That is not pretty usual, but sometimes you can have 2 phase 1 from the same site. Okay, then the relation between site and phase 1, it's 1 to many. Now let's go to do the question in an opposite way, from phase 1 to site. One phase 1 project only can represent a specific site. Then the relation between phase 1 and site is just 1 to 1. Okay, then the relation for this one is going to be from 1 to many. Okay, one site can have a lot of phase 1, but one phase 1 only can represent one site. Okay, then the same happen for that one. I'm going to change this one to here. The same happen with phase 1 and phase 3. It's the same question for all of them. One site can have a lot of phase 2, but one specific phase 2 only represents one site, and also the same for the phase 3. And now let's go to see what is the relation between manager and the phase 1, phase 3 and phase 2 and phase 3. I'm going to move this one a little bit. Then let's go to make the question. How many phase 1 can be done for one project manager? many, right? One project manager can make a lot of different phase one. And now let's go to make the question from phase one to manager, okay? A specific phase one could be done just for one project manager, okay? Then the relation here, it's one manager can write a lot of phase one, but one phase one only can be done for one specific project manager. The same happened for phase 2 and also for the phase 3. Okay, it's the same question. Now we're going to change this one here for a thicker. Now our entity relationship diagram is already complete for this database. As you can see, this database is not really a complex one, it's quite simple, but I don't want to overcomplicate our database, okay? I was looking for something easy to understand and easy to make an interpretation. As you can see, for the phase 1, all the columns are the same in phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. The only thing is changing is the primary key. As you can see, ID phase 1, ID phase 2, ID phase 3, but for the rest of the columns, the name of the columns is the same. Then we can not link these tables. We are going to use a specific query to make a search for these 3 entities. And also for the data here, we introduce a new kind of data that is money. Okay, for the budget, we are going to use money. I'm going to show you how to do it. And also, the different thing for these tables is that we have one primary key, but we have 2 foreign key. One for this one, for project number 1, and also one for project manage 1. Okay. In this way, we can link this table with these tables, and also this table with these tables. And also we can make some queries where we can pass from here to here to here to here, things like that, or from here to here to here and also to here. We are going to see how to do that one. To finish with Lucidchart, let me show you how you can export the document as a PDF or as a picture or whatever you want. To put a title on the document, just select this option, write whatever you want. I did already. I'm going to paste here. Is that one. Okay, then go to File, Publish, and select the document you want. Or click here, Generate a link. Okay, but I have to select the document, PDF, generate a link. This one, open. Okay, we have the document there, but there is a way also you can do a picture, image, select what you want. This one, and you have the image there. The resolution is not really good. It's better, I believe, the PDF. The resolution is better. Okay, that's it for Lucidchart. Now let's go to introduce our data to the database. To open the database, just go to your programs, all programs. Postgres, pgadmin 4. Servers, Postgres, and this one is our database. Okay, we have these tables already created, and now we are going to create phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Now, tools, query tool, or we can also open the queries we have. All files, query. select, that's the queries we was working. Now I'm going to paste the queries to create the tables phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Is these queries here. This is for the phase 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different attributes for this entity, and as I said before, for this one we are going to use the type of data money. Okay, the same for the phase 2 money, and the same for phase 3 money. And we have also here alter table to add the foreign key for every table for phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. We added this one as a foreign key in each table. Now let's go to run all these ones together. Run, and we have all the tables already created. Refresh. Okay, we have phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Now I'm going to show you the Excel. This is the data for the phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Okay, phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3, and we have in total for every phase 50 records. Okay, I'm going to show you how to put the budget with Excel like a money. Okay, that's very easy. Just go format cells, and here select currency, and it's this one. And remember, for the date has to be in this kind of format. Just select all the day, format cells, and for the day has to be this format. Now let's go to introduce the data in our database. I export already to the test format. As you can see here, phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3, and I'm going to import inside the table. As we did for the other tables, that's very easy. We are going to do just for the phase 1, and the rest you know how to do it already. For export, select the document. It's a test, phase 1, select text, and now go here, view all rows. We have all the data for the phase 1 inside our database. As I said before, 50 records in total for each phase. Okay, the columns we have here: the ID phase 1, the project number to link with other tables, the type, in this case is phase 1, all the types, the delivery day for the project 1, the budget, and the project manager who make this report. Now I'm going to introduce the data for these two tables. Okay, we have the data for these three tables, and I'm going to show you all the tables. Copy. I'm going to take this one out, this one out, this one out. I'm going to keep this one. Paste here. Let's go to see phase 3. We have the data here. Okay, phase 2. Okay, phase 2 and phase 1. Now let's go to see a few questions, and let's go to answer the questions with the specific query. The first question for today is going to be: what were the phases 1 completed in 2018 and how many? Let's go to copy this one here, paste here, and I didn't copy. copy, paste. Okay, we have the question there. The query for this question is this one, where we are going to ask for see the columns project number, type, budget, and delivery day from phase 1, that is the name of the table, and we want just for the year 2018, okay, 2018. Let's go to run that one. As you can see, first let me show you in the table phase 1, there are projects from 2017 for the delivery day and also for 2018. Okay, in total is 50, but we want just the ones that was made at the 2018. Let's go to see. We have all these projects, in total 23, and all the projects, as you can see here, is from 2018. Okay, and that's the columns we selected, in total 4. And also, if you see here, there is a count where you can see 23. With this query, you can answer both questions, but we can use a specific query to see how many. That's the query we are going to use now. With this query here, we select count the project number from phase 1. Okay, just this column from phase 1. Were extract from delivery day. That's 18. That is good, and the number has to be the same. Okay, 23. One, and we have 23. Let's go to answer the question there. 23, and I'm not going to write now the project numbers because there is a lot. Now the next question. It's here. Okay, again, copy, paste. The question is, what was the total budget for all phases 1? As you can see here, for all phases 1, it means for all this table, 2017 and 2018. Okay, the total. Then to do this one, we are going to introduce a new query that is select sum. Select sum, we select the column, is this one, from the phase 1, the table phase 1. Now it's going to give us the amount of money. This one is the total amount of money. It doesn't work. Okay, I'm going to put the number, and this is the total budget for the phases 1. Then let's go to the next question, is this one. What was the total budget for the phases 1 delivered in 2017? That's a little bit different because now we are going to get only the projects from 2017, not all the projects. And that's the query, where we are going to use this query here to take just the projects from 2017. And this one is the budget. Then I'm going to write down the number here. This is the budget we have for the phases 1 from 2017. Now the next question. Copy and paste here. What was the total of phases 2 delivered from the client Malamute? Let's go. With this query, we are going to see the project numbers, okay? Because the question is about the quantity. But first, I would like to show you this one. It is very important to put here this one with capital letter, okay, as it is at the table. Let me show you the table client. You see this one is in capital letter. That's the reason I put here in capital letter. If you put it without capital, I'm going to show you. M. Okay. You see that one doesn't work. It doesn't show anything. But if you put in capital letter, there we go. We have the phase 2 for the client Malamute. In total, it's 23 projects, okay, for this client. Now let's go to see what is the query to see just the amount, the quantity. Is this query here? Where we are using the command select count and the column project number. From the tables phase 2, site and client, where client is equal to Malamute, and this is the way we can link the table. I'm going to show you now the PDF and what is the relation between these two tables in order to get this answer. As you can see here, we have the table phase 2, site and client, and we link here client with the table site and site with the table phase 2. Because if we want to get something from here, we have to pass from here to this table and then the information to this table. Because this table is linked with this one. This one is the primary key here, and here is the foreign key for the same kind of attribute. Then in order to pass from here to here and then from here to here, we link the primary key here, project number 1, with the foreign key here, project number. That's the way we can get the information between these three tables. Now let's go to see the next question. This one is 23, and the next question is this one. What was the budget for the phases 2 for the client 12.6 delivered in 2018? Now let's go to see as before. First, let's go to see the projects with this query. Okay. What was the budget for the phases 2 for the client 12.6 delivered in 2018? Then what columns we want? We want project number, we want the type, the client name, the budget, and the delivery day. Because it has to be 2018 delivery day, the budget, the client name, the type, phase 2, and the project number, because we want to see the project numbers. Then in total we have just 4 project numbers. Now let's go to see what is the total amount of money from these budgets here, and that's the query. For this query we use all these columns, and all the columns are from phase 2 except the client name. It's from this entity client, and we need the site as before, because we have to pass from here to here and then to here to get the name. Okay, and this one is the relation between the tables, the way we can link all the tables, and here is the extraction of the year for this year, because we want just for 2018, and we order by project number. That's it. And now let's go to see the amount of money. What is the query to see the amount of money? Now let's go to run this one, and this is the total of money, and we are using this command select sum. Sometimes it's better to do things like that. First this one, and then when you have the idea what you are looking for exactly, right, then you can add this one. That one is an easy way to create the query, at least for me. Do first this one, have the information, then you can do that one. and you are going to have the budget. Okay, let's go to write down this one at the question. That's the budget for this client. Now let's go to the next question. What was the most expensive phase 3 completed in 2017 and the cheapest in 2018? Okay. This query is for the maximum, and the command is select max, and the year is 2018. Oh no, 2017, that's okay. The most expensive. Okay, let's go to run this query, and we have here the most expensive in 2017. And for the cheapest one for 2018, the query is pretty similar, but we have to use here the minimum. Then let's go to run this one and change the day, the year here, and this one is the budget. And now let's go to do to see if that one is good, just with this query here. It's a very simple one. Select from phase 3, order by budget. And here we have for 2018, as you can see here, is this one. This one is the cheapest one for 2018, and we have to look for the most expensive in 2017. Okay, it was okay. This one is the most expensive. You can see here 68.75 is the most expensive. Okay, that's the results we get, right? For the most expensive in 2017 it was 75, and for the cheapest one it was 5,500. That's our result. Let's go to write these numbers here, and let's go to make the next question. What is the legal land description for the most expensive phase 3 completed in 2017? This is asking a lot of different things, right? Let's go to see what is the query. This one is the query, where we are going to see from phase 3 this column, okay, project number, and from the table side we want the LSD, section, township, range, and meridian in order to have the legal land description, where the budget it's 75,000, because we get that value, the most expensive project in 2017, we get that one with this query, right? 2017 is the most expensive, then we know what is the most expensive, then just we have to say at the query that one where the budget is to 75,000, and we have to link these two tables, site and phase 3. At the beginning looks like very complicated question, but you can see it's just 4 lines for the query. Run this one and you have the project number and the legal land description. Then let's go to write that name. Next question. Copy. The question is how many phases 1, 2, and 3 were completed for the project number 2018-112. This question is asking information about 3 different entities: phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. However, as you can see in this table, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, they are not connected between them. They are connected with site and they are connected with manager, but there is no connection between them. That is a very important point when you have to do the query. Let's go to see how we can fix this situation where we don't have connection between the tables, but we want an answer. Okay, let's go to do it. This one is the query where the command to link, not to link, to have an answer with all the queries together is this one, union. We are using this command to have an answer with all the tables together, and it is very simple. It's just select from phase 1 where project number is 2018-112. Okay, it's this project number, and I'm doing that one for phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. In this way I'm going to see how many projects we have with this project number, because all the projects are here in phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Let's go to run this one, and as you can see, in total we have 4 projects. We have 1 project for phase 1, 1 project for phase 2, and 2 projects for phase 3, where we have different dates for that one, and different budget, and also different project manager. Then the answer for this question is number 4. Let's go to see the next question. What were the projects completed by S. Damel in 2018? In this question happened more or less the same as happened at the before question. The question asking for a project, then we have the projects in these 3 tables, but these tables are not connected between them. Then we have to use again the command union to have a complete answer. The first one is select from phase 1 where project manager is equal to S. Damel, and we have to extract the year 2018 because that's the question, right? In 2018. Then let's go to run this one, and we have in total 26 projects. As you can see at the column for delivery day, everything is in 2018. We have in total 6 phase 1, 2 phase 2, and the rest is phase 3. I'm not going to write all these projects at the question, but we can say in total 26. For the next question, in which department S. Damel works, we have to install the last entity manager, where we have these attributes: the project manager name, the phone number, the department, and the office. Then let's go to incorporate this last entity on our database. To do that one, yes, we have to run this query here. Everything is bar chart for the data type, and that is very interesting, as I'm going to show you now the table. In this table, the primary key is a bar chart. It is a name. Then every name has to be different. If you want to put the same name for the primary key, the software is going to say that it is an error. Then if we have to M. Smith, you have to put something different. The entity is already inside, and we have manager here, and this is the columns we have for this table. Now let's go to put the data inside. In this case, I'm going to show you a different way to import the information inside your database. Then copy just the information from this table. Open a new spreadsheet. Paste here just the values, okay? Not this one, not this one, just the values, all these ones. Then here, field save as. Going to save in this folder. Going to put the name manager, and you have to select, let me see one thing. Okay, we are going to save here, and the format has to be this one, CSV, delimited. Select this one and save. Yes. Then is this one. We are going to open this one with Notepad as a test, and as you can see here, every field it's separated by a comma. Then field, save as, keep here, one, and you have to keep this in coding, okay? Save, close, and we have the file here. In order to make easy the importation, we have to copy this one, or cut this one, and copy here at the main hard disk of your unit. For example, paste here. Okay, we have the file there, and now we have to use an command to import the information. In order to see what is your file safe, just go here, double click here, copy, and that's the link you need. Paste. Okay, but this one has to be manager -1. Okay, and it's very important to indicate what is this extension of the file. Now I'm going to show you what is the command to do that one. Paste. This is the command to import the information. Okay, copy to the table manager from this link using the limiters, that is the commas, as we have the information here separated by commas. Then let's go to run that one. But as you can see here, I put the extension. If you don't put the extension, it's not going to work. Even at the file, you don't have the extension. Okay, you cannot see the extension here. That's very important. Run, and okay, we have the data already inside the entity. And run this query, and we have the information there. Okay, it's not too much records, just 12, but it's enough to do our queries. Then let's go to answer the questions now. The question in this case is in which department as the mail works. Then copy this one, paste here, and the query it's quite simple. Copy, paste here. We want to select from table manager, where project manager, it's the primary key, is as the mail. Run, and we have here his name, the phone number, the department, and the office. Now let's go to move to the next question. In which department we say soils. Now let's question. Who are the project managers at the Edmonton office? Very easy also. Copy, paste, run. Easy, right? Select from manager, from the table manager, where office it's equal to Edmonton. Then we have here all the project managers who are working in the Edmonton office. Next question. The question is, who was the project manager, name, phone, department, and office for the phase 2 project number 2018-11-2, and also who is the client for this project number. In this case, we have to use different tables, right? Because we need the entity phase 2. Also, we need the entity client, and also we need the entity manager. We need three tables here. But as you can see here, for the manager, let me refresh this one. For the manager, for the constraints, we have just one primary key. We have to add the foreign key for the table phase 2. Okay, then let's go to do that one. First, we are going to add not just for the entity phase 2, for all the phases. Okay, paste. This is the query. Alter table phase 1, add foreign key. Project manager is that one, where here is the primary key, but it's going to pass as the phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 as a foreign key. The reference, as I said, is manager, table manager, and this field. Okay, let's go to run all these queries, because if you check here before to do that one, for example, the phase 1, the constraints, we have just two, right? The primary key and the foreign key. But the foreign key for the project number, not for the project manager. Okay, now let's go to add these ones, run, and if we refresh here, we are going to see now for every phase we have 3 constraints. Okay, that's the way we can link the entity manager with the entity phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Now we are ready to answer this question here, and I'm going to show you what is the query. This one is the query, and it is a little bit long, and as you can see, we want to see all these fields: project number, type, project manager. I'm going to paste here the question. Copy, paste. We have to see the project number, because we need the project number here. Also, we want the type, because we want to make sure it's a phase 2. Also, we want the project manager. We want to be sure the name, here asking the name. Also the phone number here, phone number, phone, department, and office. And also we want to know the client name. Okay, then we need all these fields. From what tables? From phase 2, because we are talking about phase 2. From client, because we need the name of the client. From site, because I'm going to show you now, we have to link the phase 2 with the site to get the client name, and also with the entity manager, because we need all this information. Okay, we have to do a query that is using this table, and this table, but to get this table we have to pass through this table. Okay, that's the reason, because we have to link all these tables, and that's the link for the tables. Okay, we link table manager with table phase 2 here, table manager with table phase 2 through the primary key here and the foreign key here, and also we link phase 2 with the site, with the primary key here for the project number and the foreign key here for the project number. Okay, as you are going to see now, phase 2 with site, and then we link site with the client through the ID client. Okay, we link these two tables with the primary key here with the ID client and the foreign key here with the ID client. Now let's go to run this one, and this one is the answer. Okay, how was the project manager for the phase 2 number? This is the number of the project, this is the phase 2, this is the name of the project manager, the phone number, the department, the office, and the client for this project, it's Malamut. Okay, then we finish this tutorial for the alphanumeric database with PostgreSQL. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next tutorial.
Yeah, yeah.